Hold up. There's something I have to do here before I open the other one. I just opened it. I guess I'll never know until I fail this one. Missing 3? Where's the purple gorilla? To scramp. What are we talking about? Do I not know that malware? I do not. I know essentially nothing about malware. I've never had to deal with it. Well, I mean, it was on my computer growing up. I'm almost positive, but didn't affect me playing Civilization 2 or Star Wars: The Phantom Menace or Lego Rock Raiders. What else was I playing? I think I would have been like 5 or younger when Bonsai Buddy was popular. Oh, we did not have a computer then. I've heard about the lead character in Firefly. I'm Mal away. Great work, Ace. Like a rock rate. Yeah! I wish you can't like play it. Like, you can't get it somewhere, at least legally. I don't know, but... No, we didn't really have a computer in the 90s. I mean, briefly. And what do we got? I don't know. No, we did. Oh, yeah, because we did. I would have played, like, Amazon Trail, Sim Safari. What else was I playing on that computer? We had the computer in our laundry room, weirdly. So this would have been the first house I ever lived in. It's a ranch style home. Not Oregon Trail, Amazon Trail. Yeah, very, very different. Time travel involved in that one as well. You went through different ages. You played Sim Ant and Sim Farm. I had a lot of Sim games. I got it in a bundle. You know that game? I thought it was good. That might have been an Amazon Trail too, actually. Because we had Sim Tower, Sim Safari, Sim City. I was definitely too stupid for Sim Tower and Sim City. Sim Safari was fun though. I remember there being a like scenario in Sim Safari where everything was just overrun. It probably SimCity 2000. I did not play many real-time strategy games. Although maybe it was SimCity. Simcopter, that was another one. Because it was so hard to put out fires. Like, that was the first thing they expected you to do, and you had to, like, lower a bucket. And it was all like very janky graphics. Has an overhead view. It was definitely an overhead view. Um, Good time. And then you like pick people up for medical lifts. I don't think me or my brother ever completed a mission in Simcopter. We just flew around. Oh, and Roller Coaster Tycoon too. Obviously, Roller Coaster Tycoon too. That game. I feel like that game doesn't get on like, you know, the big lists of greatest games, but it had. I feel like that was one that had such a big cultural impact. But maybe it was just everyone I knew playing Roller Coaster Tycoon too. We were all playing it. Yeah, it was good because I was still playing it well after it came out. What other computer? I forget that I did like some gaming on the computer, just because I was very much like the first system I remember playing on was a Nintendo for sure. I would have had a Super Nintendo probably before we got a computer. Definitely before we got a computer. Or at least we had this computer that I think my mom borrowed from somebody for a while. I don't know why, but there was a game on it. I don't know what the operating system was for that computer. It was foreign to me, and I probably couldn't recognize it at the time. But there's two games I remember playing. One was a game where you're Tom from Tom and Jerry, and you're just trying to avoid Jerry as long as possible. You can get into like a little plane and like drop things on him and hit him with a hammer, and you have a little car. That's it. It's just, I think you're just racking up your points. Incredible Machine? I don't think so. And the other one was Wheel of Fortune, which was just Wheel of Fortune. But I don't know why we had that computer. I think there might have been a paint version on it too. Yeah, it was weird. I think about that laundry room. Oh, let me pull up paint. Let me pull up paint and draw my childhood home. A vague layout of my childhood home. All right. Docks. That's right. So it was a ranch-style home, roughly rectangular. This would have been my parents' bedroom. Me and my brother's bedroom. This is gonna be so off. Spare room. This is where we had like a wall that was a little library, which was very nice. This is also where the computer ended up being. Main bedroom. Me. Plus. Bro. Oh. What is this? Loading. Sid and Al's Incredible Tunes. Is this like a knockoff Toe Jam and Earl? Oh, I don't think it is. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Okay. To continue. This isn't accurate. This should be out more. But this was the bathroom. Bathroom was more up or more straight, but okay. And this would have been where the door was. I'm trying to do the thing, but I can't because I'm on paint. That's where the main door was, and there would have been a wall here. Yeah, and this was stairs up to the attic. This was a dining room. And this over here would have been the living room. We had a fireplace here. And this, and a wall here. Kitchen. And so this area would have been a door here too. The garage. Oh, there should be. This was a water closet. And this was the laundry room over here. There's a door out back. This is the laundry room. Oh, also... Oh, well, this wouldn't have been this way. How did it... Because it would have been... Yeah, like the door was here, and then there's stairs down to the basement. Don't hire Steven to draw blueprints. Listen, I'm working off memory and paint. And then in the time they were there, my dad, there was a patio out here that wrapped around like this. Like it was, you know, lower elevation out here. And so this was like straight to the ground. This was the driveway. But it like, by the time you got back, you were up a bit. There's also a patio out front here. But, and then actually this extended further. It was a pretty big patio. But my dad enclosed this part and made a sunroom. And we actually had a hot tub. This is the hot tub. And there's like stairs here. Yeah. But the point is, so the windows would have been here, 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 a little window here, big windows here, little window. No, there wasn't one. Was there? I don't know if there's a window to this water closet. Hot tub time machine, yeah. There was a window here. And this is a very long way to... Obviously, the sunroom was full of windows. To go to say, this is... We had the computer in the laundry room here. This is where the computer was. C, P, U. And, like, the washing machine, dryer were right over here. But... like, it was a very well-lit area. And my mom always dried herbs and peppers along this wall. And had a bunch of aloe vera plants, like, out. And there's, like, a bunch of paper junk here or whatever. But it was just a very nice space. And I don't really think of laundry rooms as being nice spaces that often. But this one was. That's all I wanted to say. That, and we had a couple gumball trees out front. And then the people we sold to chopped them down like monsters. We also had bushes over here for butterflies. That's a butterfly. That's what butterflies look like. There's a giant pine tree out this way that I used to climb. And a small, like, Japanese maple over here that I also used to climb. And a bunch of flower beds in the back with a holly tree. That I did not climb. And then we had a playground and a garden. 1-year grew pumpkins. Did you have holly sprouts everywhere? No, not that kind of gumball. The kind of gumball, and this is why they chopped them down, is if you don't know, I know you don't think they're gumballs. There's these little balls with like spikes covering them that they shed every year everywhere. There's tons of them, and there's not really a great way to get them all, and they have little stems. So you kind of just have to, you can sort of rake them, but you got to pick them up. That's what those are. Yeah. And we had tons of them. They're pretty hard. But they're not gonna like hurt. Well, me and my brother used to whip them at each other, and that, you know, if you get hit in the face with one when it's whipped at you, sure. But you can jump in a pile of them like you do with leaves, and it's fine. But they're huge trees, like easily 2 stories tall. I just chopped them down, and it makes me feel sad. I don't know if the tree in the back, the pine tree in the back, is still there. That was even bigger. But that one was, like, maybe I shouldn't have been climbing. You know? Like, it was probably half dead. Anyway. This was the first house I lived in. In the basement, it's funny how the plants you have are the same ones you see out west. I don't know where they're from. Let's see, open. Oh, not open. File new. Don't save. No one's seeing that. So the basement, it's a rancher, so basement's as big as the rest of the house. You come down here from the, like, where the garage meets the kitchen. And there's a door here underneath the stairs and a door here. This was like the boiler and all that stuff. We didn't touch that. But this whole area. Oh, there's also another fireplace, like an old looking cast iron. You close it, like lock it and stuff. Um, it wasn't really finished. It had the thinnest of carpets, but underneath was cement. Um, but like, it was great because me and my brother had this entire area to do stuff, and there's like windows at the very top, so it still got light. And the NES was over here originally, but at some point we moved the TV and everything over here, and that's where I had my Super Nintendo. My dad set up like a bunch of stuff for like baseball and soccer and stuff in here. And we had one of those Fisher Price, you know, the Fisher Price slide that everyone had. That was like just like a tiny, like this, you know, like probably 4 feet high or whatever. But we never used it as a slide. We just used it, yeah. The rug with the town on it. No, I didn't have that. We had like these pop-up tents that had all of the football teams on it. Sports in the house. Yeah. Well, my dad was very like, if you're gonna do sports, you got to practice. We also had, I don't know why we had them. We had these like mattresses that were just like vinyl on the bottom with kind of a cushion on the top. We had 3 of them. They're twin mattresses. What we did, what we weren't supposed to do, was slide down the stairs with them and then see how far we could get across the basement. Which is bad because there's like a pole right here. There's a pole like here and here. Always happened outside. Well, you can't do that in the rain. He had like, you know, like a tee set up with a net he hung from the things here, so you could just hit balls straight into the net. And he had like those batting trees where you were supposed to just, like, there's the 4 levels and you're supposed to hit the ends of each one. What else do we have down there? We had a Fisher Price table too. I think my mom still has. Massive almond tree in your backyard, a plum tree, 2 grapevines, a peach tree. Never fruited. None of them? Or the peach tree just didn't. Source can put. That's how you get sick sometimes. How is your memory so good? This is where I spent, you know, $11 years of my life. Yeah, I just kind of remember. Trying to think what else. You ever got sick from practicing or playing sports in the rain that you remember? Well, must be nice. Well, I only got dehydrated from playing soccer. And had to go to the hospital overnight. But it was great because I was the only kid there, and they had a Nintendo. So I just played. It was Mega Man 3. I played Mega Man 3 for like a whole night. See, rain would have. It's true, rain would have helped with that. Anyway, there's a glimpse into my childhood. We don't need to go into the attic. There was nothing there. Why do you remember the operating system Tom and Jerry and the Wheel of Fortune PC ran on? Fake believer, because I didn't know what an operating system was. If someone could find that, like, what the computer looked like, I might be able to pick it out. Like the picture of Steeling's old house to get malware. Next time we'll do the house that I moved to after 5th grade. Honestly, less interesting. Love learning little details about people. It's nice. Where your old pharmacy was? I never had a pharmacy. I've never been prescribed a drug. Yeah, I've never been prescribed a drug. Yep. Like, I've been given drugs. You ever had bubblegum meds for ear infections? Not that I've never been sick, but it's always been like over the counter. No, never mind. I have been prescribed one drug. Not even antibiotics. I mean, maybe. Probably when I was younger. Right? It had to have happened. It's just I wouldn't have been like. Yeah, I know. I did not inhale. I did not inhale. Okay. 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 I have been prescribed drugs. One, who knows what happened when I was a kid? I don't know. Was it Viagra? No, it wasn't. I was given Oxycontin for when my wisdom teeth were taken out, but I never took any, so I forgot about that. And the big one, the only time I was like, what do you mean, huh? The only time I was like, how did it not hurt? Oh, it wasn't too bad. Did you ever get medication at the doctor's office? No? You still have your wisdom teeth? Maybe you should. You're right, Orion. I should have. No, is when I got shingles. I got shingles like. When? I don't know, like 2015? 2016? And I needed drugs for that one. Healthy? I don't know if that's true. It's definitely not true. Shingles, yeah, I got shingles. They won't let me get the vaccine. Well, I mean, it's just chickenpox later, right? I also got chickenpox, but I believe my parents did that to me intentionally, and I was way too young to remember. I was like 2, so I don't know. Yeah, aren't I too young? No, I'm not. When's the last time you went to a doctor without being debilitating pain? Well, when I got this job, I went to a physical. Yeah, it's supposed to come later, but sometimes you don't. That doesn't count. All right, then the last physical I had before that, like an annual physical. That's a normal thing. I don't go to the doctor all the time. Yeah, like I'm not going to go to the doctor for fun. Comes out when you experience immunosuppression of sorts. I think it was stress. I think stress is what triggered it. Or depression. One of the two. Took too much PCP and got shingles. Yeah. PCP wasn't. No, that was illegal. Those were just illegal drugs I took. I did not take PCP. That's a lot of depression. Yeah. Well, it's not great. You know. Anyway, so I'm just waiting for shingles to flare up again. Fortunately, I got to it pretty quick and it wasn't that bad. You don't have a depression prescription? I do not. It worries me. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever want to go on like something to mess with my head. Not that people shouldn't, but it just makes me anxious. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you have to be a certain age to get the shingles vaccine. I just raw dog depression. Yeah. Well, I got alcohol. There's that. I don't currently abuse alcohol to deal with depression.